Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Katie, James's sister. You can just call me like the favorite sibling. So, James, there are so many words that I can say to describe about you. I have so much love for you, and I just adore you as my brother. um, I was just 1 year old when James, Joey, and Jim all joined me, Ashley, and my mom, and we all created a beautiful family. James and Joey taught me what it was like to have older brothers, but let me tell you, it was rough. Being bullied, made fun of, pushed around, overprotected all the time. But I would never take any of it back because I secretly loved every moment of it. I remember one day that James brought his first girlfriend home, and let me tell you, I was so jealous. Because I no longer had James all to myself. I had to share him, and I was not happy about that whatsoever. James has always been my best friend since the very beginning. James, I gotta say, I'm glad you finally settled down. For a moment, I was getting worried. I was getting pretty worried. We all were here. Come on, guys, we all were getting worried. I'm so happy it did because I got to meet Alisia, a true, beautiful, kind, loving, passionate, funny girl that somehow loves my brother, which just makes no sense, at all. I'm so excited to see what you two bring to the world, and I can't wait to watch you guys grow as a couple. I love you so much, and I can't wait for this adventure, you guys.
Hello. Okay, there you go. Hi, everyone. If I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, my name is Emma. Alisia and I have been friends for almost 10 years now. We met our sophomore year of high school and didn't like each other at all. And yeah, we just both thought that we needed some other friend in our life and realized it was all of us all along. But yeah, we definitely have made huge strides in our relationship. We've been together through school, through surgeries, through working together at Overdrive and so many other things. Watching her fall in love with James is my favorite of those things. But Alisia is kind of the friend that everybody wishes they had. She will literally always be in your corner, no matter the situation. She will fight for you to the death. I've seen it. And yeah, she throws a pretty good party. I think we could all agree. Yeah, it's beautiful in here. A story that I think really exemplifies Alisia's selflessness was earlier this year. She was coming to visit me. I live in Salt Lake City. Came to visit me, and we had booked all the tickets, set everything up. And after that point, I had realized that that was the same weekend I was supposed to be moving into a new apartment. I didn't tell Alisia that. So she flew in, and immediately we came into a room with empty beds and lots of boxes and an empty U-Haul. And I was like, please help me. And she literally organized the entire thing. I don't know how I ever thought I could do it alone, but I couldn't have. So super grateful to her. She jumped in, did everything, and basically took over the whole thing. And now I have a beautiful apartment because of it. So thank you. Yes, but as I said before, my favorite part of our relationship really has been watching her fall in love with James. So in the middle of college, I went to work for a summer at Overdrive with Alisia and James, and met James and immediately saw the way that he loved Alisia and fell in love with him too. Really have been able to see just both of you grow so much over the last couple of years, and just seeing how both of you light up when you're together, how you're stronger when you're together, and how everyone else comes together and rallies in your corner, because you really show us what love is. And it's not easy, and it's sacrificial, and it's hard. And we see that for 5 years, you guys have been fighting for each other, and we finally made it here, which is so wonderful. And yeah, we want to say thank you for showing us what we all want to exemplify. So to two of my best friends and my favorite people, thank you for showing me what it means to love freely, to live passionately, and forgive well, again and again, and probably again. I love you both, as I know we all do, so let's raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Mundell.
Okay, I'd like to invite Paul up at this time.
All right. Good evening, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Paul, the best man. I've had the honor of being James' best friend for the past 15 years. It seems like just yesterday we were getting off the school bus performing skits for our bus driver, Miss Monica. When I started writing this speech, I Googled how to write the perfect best man speech, but you had to pay to get the examples, so just gonna wing it. I'd like to tell you about a story about a vacation James, myself, and our now wives took to Florida a few years ago. We were sitting in the Tower 5 pool at the Portofino, a little different than our normal heart-to-heart at the ping pong table in the Mundell's basement. James told me he was ready to propose to Alisia. He knew Alisia was the one because of her determination to whatever she put her mind to, her sense of humor, her commitment to him, and her kindness. There was no one he would rather spend the rest of his life with. I was thrilled that this day would come where he would marry Alisia, someone who's become a great friend to me, and more importantly, has been besides my best friend all this time. James, I have to tell you just how lucky you are. You leave here today with a wife who is beautiful, intelligent, loving, and caring. And Alisia, you leave here today with a lovely dress and a sweet bouquet of flowers. Alisia, if you could put your hand flat on the table for me. James, put your hand on top of hers, please. Thank you. Let me take a picture. All right. Buddy, enjoy this moment. It's the first and last time in your marriage you're going to have the upper hand. In all seriousness, I've seen what a great relationship you guys have had for the past exactly 5 years. Happy anniversary. I'm excited to witness you two grow together in a marriage of love and happiness. To the bride and groom.
Okay, I'd like to invite Jennifer up.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Jennifer, James's bonus mom. I want to thank everyone for coming. Like James said, there are so many family members here from out of town, and I really appreciate everyone being here to celebrate this special day with us. Now, let's see if I can do this without crying. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm just going to read this. I think that'll be easier. So the first time I met the boys, they were 10 and 8 years old. And for a very, very short period of time, I was actually taller than them. So good. I have 2 sisters and had 2 daughters, so I wasn't quite sure what it would be like to have 2 boys in my life. Yep, I'm done. So I had no idea that a dirty gym bag could actually make my car smell for 2 solid weeks. Don't have that with girls. I also had no idea that these boys would make my heart grow bigger than it already was. And what a blessing this family would be to me. James, from day one, you and I were buddies. Your quick wit and intelligence just amazes me. You could spell words I couldn't pronounce. Was absolutely never able to help him with his homework. You quickly accepted the role of big brother to Ashley and Katie. And you were always such a big help to me around the house. I really miss those days of you coming home from school. Yep, I'm done again. Laying on my office floor. Oh, you too, see? You're just like me. Laying on the office floor and telling me all about your day. I really do miss those days. You're honest, kind, and so willing to help those around you. Everything our family has gone through has just made us stronger and closer. It really has built an unwavering character in you, and I know that's going to take you far. That's why I know you're going to be an amazing husband and someday father. Our strong relationship has also helped us make us a great team in business. It's helped us defeat all the odds and get through things we didn't think were possible. Okay, so now I want to rewind to about 5 years ago. And we are sitting in the Overdrive office. And I say to James, okay, we're not going to date any Overdrive employees. I think that's what we're going to do from now on. No dating anybody that works with us. And he just looked at me and said, too late. James and Alisia and I are dating. But I promise, this will be the last time, I promise. And he was right. It was. Oh, goodness. Alisia was the new girl at Overdrive, and I think James won the race to asking her out. I think we could agree. Alisia, I saw you as this sweet 17-year-old girl that was so eager to come to work and always do such a great job. You were so willing to help out with whatever was needed, and I really, really appreciated that. I also think you're one of the smartest people I know. You were able to work full-time, go to school, and I have always just really admired that commitment that you had. I don't know how you did it. Many, many nights of hanging out at the house while everyone was doing their thing and Alisia was off doing homework. Over the years, you and I have had so many great conversations. I'm honored that you have shared so much with me. I've watched you grow from a girl to a woman, and now a wife. I'm trying. I'm almost done. I'm gonna get through this. I'm so proud of you. Over the past 5 years, I've watched your relationship mature and grow. You both share so many core values that are important in a marriage, and I love how you both really, really make your family first. It's so important. I have to keep looking away from you too. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm almost done. I want to leave you with the 3 C's of marriage: commitment, compromise, and communicate. And a quote that I don't know who it's from, but I think it's pretty good. It says, a husband and wife must function like 2 wings on the same bird. They must work together, or the marriage will never get off the ground. I love you both so much, and I can't wait to watch the life you build together.
Okay, if we get Colleen up, come on down.
I thought I was going to memorize this, but I'm probably going to end up reading most of it. So those of you who don't know me, I'm Colleen. I'm James's mom. My husband and Tony and I are so happy to be able to make the trip from Florida to be up with, share this beautiful day with all of you and James and Alisia. Thank you all for being here to share your love and support. There are many people that weren't able to be here, like James's grandparents, Bapshu and Jaju from Massachusetts, and Uncle Jay. And they so wanted to be here, like so many other family members and friends who wish they could have been here too. I am sure that there's a lot of other people that are missing, but they are looking down from above and looking down on all of us. I'm pretty sure that somewhere after the end of the ceremony, we heard a big, "God love you, James." We miss you, Pop. Okay, I want to take a moment to say thank you to Jennifer and Carrie and Joel for making all these wedding celebrations special for you guys, since Tony and I live so far away. Carrie and Joel, I want to thank you for raising such a beautiful person in Alisia. We are so happy to welcome her into our family, and thank you so much for welcoming James into yours. James, I'm thinking about how lucky you are to have such a big blended family. With Tony, you got a sister, Sammy, who also couldn't be here because she's decided she wants to get married in March. I told her to give us a little bit of time after your wedding to let us catch our breath. She thought that a few months was plenty. With Jennifer, you gained a bonus mom, 2 little sisters, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and I think you just can't have too much family love surrounding you. And I was thinking how lucky you are, Alisia. You gained 2 mother-in-laws in one day. Right? Well, let me tell you a little bit about my James, because that's what I'm good at. I've known him the longest. He was so loved even before he came into this world. We didn't know if he was going to be a boy or a girl. We knew we were having a baby. We knew about when he was coming, but we didn't know which we were going to have. It was the only surprise left. Your dad did try to bribe the midwife and every nurse in the building, but none of them gave it up, so we were pretty lucky. Sometimes it's just nice to make something so small into a surprise because life has so many surprises, but the little ones are the special ones. Anyway, James was destined to be in front of the camera. That's why you guys see all those overdrive videos. It really started in my Lamaze class. We were getting toward the end, and I just went to the ladies' room for a few minutes and came back, and there was a newscaster from Channel 3 in Pensacola, and she said, "Thank you so much." I said, "Thanks for what?" "We're doing a TV station special, and you volunteered to let us follow you through your birth." I was like, "Okay." I never volunteered for that, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not gonna tell you who did, but you have 2 guesses to figure out who volunteered us to be on television. So, let's see, without mentioning any names, you can figure that out. So the segment was called, "And Baby Makes 3." I was a little skittish about saying yes to that, because, when you get to be big as a house, you really don't want to be on television. But I accepted the challenge. Right up until my last checkup, everything was going great. So my due date was May 7th, and it was May 5th. Went to work like a normal day, went to my doctor's appointment thinking to myself, wow, I haven't packed my overnight bag. I probably should do that pretty soon since my due date's 2 days away. Well, nope, my blood pressure was shooting just a little bit too high, and I thought, but I feel great. Nope, do not pass go, do not collect $200, get your butt over to the hospital. Still thinking, dang, I knew I should have packed my bag. Sure, I'm still sure they're gonna send me home because I didn't feel a thing, I felt fine. So we get into the hospital, and long story short, we call the family, we tell everybody we're having a baby today, probably. Then we thought, oh my goodness, we better check out which way he decides to come out. He wasn't coming out head first, just so you know. He was not coming out breech, he was coming out frank breech, which means you're folded in half, presenting backside first. You're pretty lucky your name's not Frank, that's all I have to say. So we had to call the TV station and say, I'm so sorry, you don't get to film the live birth, but we will be having a baby soon. It just will be emergency C-section. So it was touch and go there for a little bit, but that's okay. Flash forward, all goes well. The TV station gets to wrap up the morning we go home. My only regret is still not packing that overnight bag, because my outfit for on television was just thrown together. My hair was wet, no hair dryer, no makeup. But I kept hoping they would just focus the camera on baby James and no one would notice me. It was hard to hold your 8-pound, 14-ounce self in my arms through the interview, but what I wouldn't give to have you that small again. Ever since then, it's been a whirlwind. Born on Cinco de Mayo, and you had the best first birthday fiesta ever. You earned the name Spewy Louie for the Mundawall of nicknames because you like to eat fast, and that didn't go too good. 2 years and 2 weeks old, you became the big brother to your little buddy Joey. At 2.5, you learned all your states and capitals. It's the capital of Massachusetts, James. Boston, good job. A couple years down the road, you helped Joey break his arm. You started first grade in Mobile, Alabama. You finished first grade in New Tampa, Florida. You started second grade in Castle Rock, Colorado. You and Joey became best friends with the Barstead boys at the bus stop. You started playing football, where I learned to have to say 3 nice things before I said anything negative. There were dances, kids' nights out, broken hearts, sleepovers, good grades that led you to be able to graduate early. You discover college isn't for you, and you throw yourself right into Overdrive Raceway. You meet Alisia, you become friends, and then lo and behold, here we are today. James, you are funny, smart, handsome, compassionate, and kind. Alisia, you are pretty and sweet, smart, hardworking, and sensitive. And I know you have James' best interest at heart, and I know, James, you have hers. We are so happy to welcome you to the family. So here's my advice to you. Marriage is not 50-50. It's 100-100. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So if you guys raise your glasses and toast to their happiness. Cheers, big ears.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time the 4-time heavyweight father of the bride, Joe Valdez!
All right, here we go. I want to get this crowd jumping and pumping real quick. Let's do a crowd chant. When I say, where's my fam at? You say, right here. Where's my fam at? Can't hear you. Where's my fam at? Where's my fam at? When I say, who's ready? You say, we're ready. Who's ready? Who's ready? I said, who's ready? All right, let's go. Today's speech has been brought to you and made possible by Pipe Dreams Construction, aka CJ's Plumbing, Heating, and Excavating. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for attending this once-in-a-lifetime event and celebrating it with us. It wouldn't be the same without you. Special thanks to all the out-of-towners. Thank you also to everyone who helped pull off this wedding, even though it was like 100 years in the making. I'd like to introduce my beautiful wife of 23 years, Carrie. Hi, babe. Give it up. She says I never listen. She said, keep this short. At least I think that's what she said. Also, I'm super excited for this moment. After 23 years of marriage, this is going to be the longest I get to talk without being interrupted. Love you, babe. Okay, so earlier you guys heard the engagement story from James and Alisia's perspective. This is from mine. James, you're an awesome guy. You're an awesome guy, man. Hats off to your family for doing such a wonderful job with you. Thank you. I can see what Alisia sees in you. You're handsome, you're funny, you got great hair, amazing smile, cute butt. You're very respectful. Speaking of that, he actually asked Carrie and I for our blessing to marry Alisia. Yeah, awesome. Good job. So going back to that day in December 2020, a long 2.5 years ago, as Carrie and I were in town doing our grocery shopping, she gets a text from James that said, "So I heard you're in town." She replied, "Yes, we are." To which James replied, "Can you meet me somewhere so I can get your opinion on a gift for Alisia?" At that moment, I should have realized what he was up to. Okay, I should have realized what he's up to. I thought he wanted to get our opinion on a sweater that he got for Alisia. So we decided to meet him at Target. After stress eating a meal at Cane's with his brother Joey, and wanting to throw up, he met us at Target to show us the gift. He was pretty nervous when he got out of the car, so he decided to ditch the well-rehearsed speech and say next to nothing by saying, "I'd like your permission to give this to Alisia." And I realized he did not get her a sweater. It was a ring box, and that could only mean one thing. There was a ring in it, and now I wanted to throw up. Before I could realize what was happening, Carrie was already laughing, crying, hugging James, and saying, "Yes, of course, I'm so happy." Me, on the other hand, still trying to process everything with a blank stare on my face, and James and Carrie were waiting for me to say something, anything. So I did the best thing I could think of, realizing we were still right in the middle of the pandemic, 2020, so it couldn't be possibly a big wedding. So I figured we could do a courthouse marriage, backyard barbecue, and call it a day, one and done, right? Boy, was I wrong. So anyways, I extended my hand to James and said, "You have yourself a deal." By the next time I saw Alisia, she was running up to me with a big shiny ring on her finger. She ran up to me and said, "Look, Dad, James proposed and we're getting married." For some reason, I had a Steve Martin flashback. Anyways, I said, "I know, honey. He asked Mom and I for our blessing. So here's my plan. We'll have it in a month at the courthouse. We'll barbecue in the backyard. We'll call it a day. Whoever fits on this paper is invited." Then Alisia replies, "Daddy, don't be silly. This is a wedding, not a birthday party." She said it's going to be at the Spruce Mountain Lodge on September 2nd, 2022. James and my first anniversary date. So everyone can be there. Is that a scroll in your hand, Alisia? Yes. Here's the guest list. Okay. So that's how we all ended up here. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. I couldn't have picked anyone better for her myself. Like I said before, James, you're an awesome guy. If I asked him to do anything, he would do it. For example, when they first got Bailey, Alisia was going to go to another state to get her. I asked James to go with her, and he said, yes, I can do that. Thank you. I came down with a medical issue a month ago and was admitted to the hospital. I called James and asked him to bring my things. Visiting hours ended in 45 minutes. He was 45 minutes away. I said, James, can you do that? He said, yes, I can do that. He did it with 2 minutes to spare and brought my favorite 7-Up. Thanks, bud. Then I could say to James, hey, man, I left my keys on the moon. Can you go to get a rocket ship, go to the moon and go get them? He'll say, yes, I can. Then I can say, James, come back to Earth. Get in a submarine. Go to the bottom of the ocean. I left my wallet there. Can you go get it? He said, yeah, I can do that. I say that to say this. If I say, James, I need you to love, protect, be there for my daughter and my future grandkids for the rest of your life, James will say,
yes, I can do that.
Okay, so a testament to how strong Alisia really is. 7 years ago, on August 8, 2015, for those of you that don't know, that was the summer between Alisia's junior and senior year. Carrie took her to the hospital upon my request. I had been noticing a bulge showing on her abdomen. They took x-rays and an ultrasound and found a big mass inside her stomach. They could not help any further there. We had to go to UC Health in Denver. She was admitted to the oncology ward. They said there was a massive tumor there as well. Also, one of her lungs collapsed, and the other one was filled with fluid. She was not strong enough for surgery at that time. So it was scheduled in 2 days from then on August 10th, which was supposed to be the day she was supposed to take her driver's license tests. Anyway, they removed a 12-pound tumor that day. After 7 days in the hospital, she returned home. After a few months, she was able to make a full recovery. She went on to get her driver's license. Yeah, that's right. She went on to get that driver's license and graduate high school that year. 2 years later, she earned her bachelor's degree. 3 years later, this past May, she obtained her master's degree and landed a career with Oracle. Today, she marries the man of her dreams. Alisia, never forget that I love you. I hope you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. When life tries to knock you down, remember I will always have your back. I can't promise to be here the rest of your life, but I can promise that I will love you the rest of mine. Your mom and I are very proud of what an amazing woman you have grown to be. James, welcome to the family. Today, as our two families join and our family tree gets bigger, our branches may grow in different directions, but our roots will remain the same. Raise your glasses to James and Alisia. May your future be bright and full of joyful challenges that you conquer together. I love you both.
Joe Valdez.